Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch list video for Tuesday, May 24th. I'm starting off with the daily chart of the SPY, and we did gap up and actually had a pretty strong close. I think the Dow was closed up over 600 points today. Originally, I didn't think I'd find very many stocks. As you know, or hopefully you know, I make my money between the bells. So I'm trying to find stuff that might give a long trade tomorrow on an intraday basis, right? Generally, this isn't a good scenario when you got a beaten up market and then kind of lower volume bounce up into the falling 8-day moving average. You've got a lot of bounces today, but not a great setup for initiating longs on an intraday basis tomorrow. But we'll see. I didn't think I'd find very much. We found a pretty good number. So anyway, real quick highlight from today. I'm going to slide this over. You see the screenshot of the Redbox RDBX call. I said back over 550. You notice it had hit 551 on that opening candle. So it was basically a second mouse with the high of day and Friday's high stacked above. And you can see once it broke 550, it was off to the races. Pretty cool trade, pretty cool way to start the day. And another one I called was DG, Dollar General. Had it on Bounce Watch. And let me slide this over. I gave an opening range breakout idea 15 minutes in. So the early high was 189.52. So the idea was over that, and it broke. It took a little bit to get going, but it went up, at one point over 194. It's a pretty nice move, over $4, and probably risking about $1. So that was a neat little trade. And that's it. I didn't do anything for most of the afternoon. I actually got my grass cut midday because the market was so sideways and choppy, and lunchtime's not a great time to trade anyway, right? But then came back and didn't take any trades after that. But I think there's some decent opportunities. We'll see. We'll see for tomorrow. What are we watching? SIGA just had this crazy move, but then gapped up today and had a nasty sell-off. Just because it's a recent runner, I'm going to watch it. I'm not in love with it, though, but I'm a day trader, so I'll have it on the chart. GOVX kind of had a big move today, but closing well off of its highs. I'm going to watch that one. CBIO, nice breakout today. We're going to watch that one. APRN, got some nice volume today, but barely closed above its opening price. Here's the intraday using 5-minute candles. So it had this big spike midday. Looked like it was going to give it all back, but then I guess kind of a decent close after that pullback. So definitely putting this one on watch. It seems to have found support at that $3 area on the daily chart anyway. NURO. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So I had that big rip on Friday, then gap down on, let me try that again. On Thursday, then gap down on Friday, sold off, gap down again today, but had kind of an interesting, strong close. So we have today's high, 471, Friday's high, 488. So you kind of have a stacked catalyst scenario depending on where it opens and how it trades. But I'm going to watch that one. I don't love it, though, because you had the big volume day again on Thursday. And you got a bunch of bag holders from that day. So it's not my favorite look. BGXX, which is just insane, came public, 5 days ago? And opened around 16. And in 2 sessions made its way to, what was the high there? $58. Then got decimated. Then a small gap down and kind of a narrow range compared to what it had done. And then look what it did today. This is what's so crazy. Today, I'll zoom in for you. So there's the opening 5-minute candle, and it halts, right? Because of the volatility halt. So it halts at 944 and then opens at 570. And then what? Then you'd expect, longs are in big trouble on this stock, and then it ends up taking out the high of day again. So, and by the way, I never got involved in this thing. But that is crazy action. It's certainly an in-play stock. Nice reversal today and a fairly strong close. I would certainly caution you to watch your position size with this one if it gives an A+ setup. But I got to have that one on a chart after that kind of crazy stuff. NUTX, not in love with this one. Let's see. Topped out at 905. But closed way down at 856. So it looks, I don't know. I'm not in love with it. But it did pop back here to 897. So it actually took that out today. I don't know if you could erase one from this list. It might be that one. I'm not in love with it. I'll keep it on a chart though. AEMD, I put this on my list before it had broken Friday's high. It ended up closing really strong. That doesn't mean I'm going to take it off the list, but I would have liked it to close under Friday's high. So then we would have had a potential for a break of today's high, tomorrow, I mean, and then it breaks today's high tomorrow, and then you also have Friday's high above. That didn't happen, but that doesn't change the fact that we have a really strong stock, so I'm going to keep it on watch. VERU, certainly a recent high flyer, gave a nice late day run today. Look at that. So I'm going to put that on a chart on long watch. NNOX had the pop on, let's see, that would have been Thursday. Then a red day on Friday on lower volume, another red day today. It hasn't round tripped, so it goes back on bounce watch for tomorrow. EXPR goes on bounce watch. 4 days straight down in a row. Took out recent support, but when you look to the left, it's got really nice support from back here in December and January, and it's gotten there pretty quickly. So I'm going to put that on bounce watch. DPSI had this big rip, and then you've got 3 consecutive lower highs on the daily, and it bounced off the 20-day today. So this one goes on bounce watch. It can make really big moves. And then ZM is a potential gapper. As I'm talking right now, it's trading at $100.91. So it gapped up on earnings. If it's still gapping in the morning, we might have a potential gap play. But that depends on what it does by the time the market opens. I'm going to keep it short again. I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.